Hello, this is Denise, and this is the Earth Angel Goddess channel, and this channel is all about anything related to moving humanity forward. And today we're going to talk about guilt versus shame. Okay? What is the difference between guilt and shame? And why is this important? Well, it's important because one is a useful emotion or feeling or state of being, and the other is not. Guilt is a very important emotion that people don't like to really face or deal with because they think it's bad. And it's not bad. What it is it's a feeling or state of being that's related to conscience related. So if you have done something wrong to someone, whether it's by accident or on purpose, and you feel sad about that, or you have a certain sort of feeling about that and you want to make up for that, that's guilt. And that is a useful emotion because it tells you A, what you did wrong, right? It's your conscience telling you. And B, it's kind of telling you to make amends, all right? And C, that clears up your feelings and you're going to feel better. So guilt is a barometer of character, actions, or behaviors that you want to improve upon. So it's useful. But shame is different. Shame is more related to feeling ashamed of something, right? Maybe it's you feel ashamed of something that's happened to you, or how people have treated you, or how, you've had some negative consequences, and you're embarrassed about it, and it's not a useful emotion because it keeps you stuck in a certain level of frequency that isn't helping you improve or helping make things right or make things better. What it is a negative feeling or negative state of being that impacts or impairs your functioning to the point where you feel so ashamed you don't want to show your face around people that you normally would. It isn't useful. It's not a useful emotion or state of being because it is not action oriented. It's being stuck in a certain level of functioning kind of thing. So again, guilt, action. It's action oriented. It is you feel guilty, so you want to make up for it. It's useful. It's just a sign or a pathway that opens up, that it makes you think before you act the next time because you feel guilty about what you've done before. So it makes you want to learn a lesson so that you don't do it again. Okay, so you don't repeat the same mistakes. Guilt is okay. Shame keeps you stuck, keeps you feeling horrible forever. And like, let's say you were, we'll just use this example. Let's say you were a victim of domestic abuse and you felt ashamed that people in the community knew about what you were experiencing. And that shame caused you to limit the way you interact with people. It impaired your happiness, it impaired your functioning. It caused you to be more shy or isolated than you normally would be, and made you worried about what other people thought of you. When in fact, that isn't it isn't a useful emotion because A, you were the victim. B, the perpetrator should be feeling ashamed or guilty, not you. And C, it doesn't help you to stay stuck in that embarrassed, non-productive state. Okay? So if somebody is hurting you or has hurt you and then made a public spectacle of that hurt that they dished out towards you, or inappropriate statements or other actions, the person that's the victim of this doesn't need to feel ashamed. the person that was doing these things should feel ashamed, okay? Actually, they should really feel guilt so that they would show that they have a conscience, and then they would look at that behavior and then want to make up for that, make amends, repair the situation, and never ever treat anybody like that ever again. So again, guilt is a positive emotion. It's a barometer, it's a roadmap for life, saying, you know, if you feel guilty about something you did to somebody, if you're, maybe you were short-tempered at a grocery store, or you were, you know, I don't know, impatient with your cat or gerbil or something, and you feel bad about it, okay? You don't want to treat your cat or gerbil that way. Sorry, that's a funny example. Ever again, and you change your ways and you become better. Guilt helps you become better. It actually does. Just don't stay stuck in it. Take some actions to alleviate that and make things better. Shame, not a useful emotion. It isn't helping you grow. Isn't helping you change. It isn't helping the world, okay? So learn the difference between the two. Study up on it. If you don't have, if you can't quite figure out where you're stuck, if you're stuck in a guilt versus shame, or you're stuck in both, go to a licensed mental health professional. They can help guide you out of that situation, okay? Now, this is not, my advice is not a substitute for medical advice or mental health, getting a proper diagnostic and following the recommendations, or seeking any kind of psychiatric help, but these are just useful coping skills for learning how to manage emotions. Their mental health strategies. Everybody needs good, effective life skills, good, effective coping skills, good, effective mental health skills. Everybody has mental health because everybody has what? A brain, okay? So nobody needs to feel ashamed for asking for help or clarification on things. Just go to the right people, but it's okay for you to learn, and you should learn a lot of coping skills for how to handle different feelings, okay? So we're going to work on that on this channel. Kids that are taught these skills from little on up, about emotions and different topics like this, end up to be more productive adults, okay? More successful adults. And adults that learn this stuff too, you know, it does nothing but benefit you. So your assignment, we're going to be done talking about this right now, okay? About your gerbil or your cat or whatever you're feeling guilty about. But anyway, your assignment is this, okay? Is to go out and make the world a better place. So if you have an older person that is walking with a walker and you're walking in front of them and you just let the door shut, don't do that. Hold the door for that older person, okay? If you see some garbage in a parking lot that you know somebody just, you know, pick it up. It's not going to kill you, right? And throw it away in a proper receptacle, all right? If you have a lot of garbage at your house, recycle some of that, okay? It's good for the planet. If you have a neighbor that's an older person or whatever, disabled person, and they have, you know, like weeds in their yard or something, you go and ask them permission, of course, and ask if you can help them work on their yard or something, okay? Do something sweet for somebody today, okay? And if no one has told you today, I will. You are special. You are loved. You are wonderful. I love you, and God loves you.